What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Level With You show, episode 5, the special E3 prediction episode. The Level With You show is a weekly video game podcast where we get together and talk about, you guessed it, video games. Please check out our new Let's Play of Observation, which you can find on our channel. That's some fun stuff. We're also working on a little versus show called Best Frenemies, so keep an eye out for that. You can find us also on podcast services, Podcast Addict, iTunes, and more coming soon. All right, guys. Today, I am joined by Anthony Dewart.
I took my shirt off so it wouldn't get green screened out.
And Kenny Castro.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
And Tyler is here. He is just not on camera because we are kind of switching gears, getting ready to get our studio going in Tyler's basement. So, what's up, Tyler?
Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, you can't see me on video, but for audio listeners, you won't know any difference. You'll think I'm right there with you.
Where the hell did he
At the
go?
table.
I
can't see him.
I can hear him.
Is he wearing camouflage?
Oh, really? Maybe.
He might be.
Spooky.
He might be the green screen.
He could be.
Actually, my new roommate, he was claiming that my house is haunted because
It makes a lot of noise, but I think it's your cats.
apparently he lost some khaki pants, and he's like, I'm not saying that you stole them, but
Wow, it's been like less than a week and you're already there.
apparently, but apparently he thinks my house is haunted.
I think
Or
Joker
just-
has probably got a secret stash.
You got a pants
Just,
that
oh yeah,
one.
like the monkey from Community.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stored everything in the vents.
Joker is Tyler's giant Maine Coon cat that destroys everything it touches.
He'll make an appearance someday.
And
One day.
and attacks my flip flops for some random reason.
Oh yeah, he loves your flip flops.
Didn't you just eat a pair of your headphones, too?
Yep, he just
Yeah.
chewed through. It's probably like my 5th pair.
The new one that you just bought?
Well, not the big one, but
Oh, okay.
the earbuds that I got
It
from Five
seems
Below.
like you choose your things right in the middle of the wire.
Oh yeah,
I
like
don't
the
know
worst
what-
possible place.
Yeah.
Cats just like to do that. Like to be little assholes.
Not my cat. My cat's a perfect angel.
You're lucky.
My cat just likes to sleep next to me.
Where are all these cats in my life? All I get is bitten and pooped on.
All right, guys. It is a big show. It is E3 next week. We got a lot to get to, so let's stop this
Let's
fooling
move-
around.
Let's move on.
Horseplay, even.
And get into a little bit of what we've been playing, but then we got to go through the news and then our E3 predictions, which we're gonna go through each conference, make one prediction or maybe two each, and next week we'll check back, see who won, and they'll win some kind of prize. We're leaning towards burrito. All right. So, anybody playing anything noteworthy this week? I'd like to start if that's okay.
Good.
Let's go
Alright.
on in.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, since you already said it and stuff.
He,
I'm gonna
he,
start right now.
All right.
he made it difficult to
So there's
oblige.
this very new and exciting game called Void Bastards. It's available on I think Xbox, PS4, and PC. It might not be PS4, but it's definitely on Xbox because it's free on Game Pass, which is awesome. It's the developer, I believe they're called Blue Manchu. They've got some ex-Bioshock and System Shock 2 people working on it, and it's kind of getting some influence from them as far as vibe goes. So it's a roguelike first-person shooter, and you essentially play as a prisoner that is thrown onto a spaceship, and you have to essentially loot the shit out of it, and you've got kind of randomized enemies, different enemy types that appear on the ship. Each ship takes anywhere from like 5 minutes to 10 minutes to complete. It's really fun. The satisfying progression of it is something that I don't get from a lot of other roguelikes. Like, I'll play a game like even
Like Into the Gungeon or something?
Into the
played
Gungeon.
A long time ago.
Yep, exactly. Or Dead Cells, or Rogue Legacy. I just get a little bit too frustrated once I get to a point where I feel like I put in so much effort, and then it feels like all for almost nothing or literally nothing.
Yep.
Now this game, pretty much, even if you play as a character for 10 minutes and you die on the second ship you go to, you'll at least have some way of progressing forward. I was having a blast at first. Now that I'm about 8 hours in, 10 hours in, it's wearing out its welcome just a tad. It's getting a little bit repetitive, but it's still super satisfying. I'm kind of the person that likes to play one game at a time and then move on. So maybe if I was breaking it up into smaller chunks, but like there was one night where I put like 6 hours in because it's like, yeah, I haven't been this like addicted to a game since Sekiro, and yeah, so it's got a really cool visual style.
Did you say every time you die or you come back, you're like little freeze-dried people that come back up?
So it's narrated by this really humorous guy who's sort of like the handler of the company or whatever, this like dystopian company that puts essentially soldiers into filing cabinets, or not soldiers, prisoners into filing cabinets, and you're essentially off trying to gather supplies for this company in order to eventually earn your freedom, and you almost always die. So then he says, he very casually will say, "Time for a new assignment," and a new character you'll be play as. You'll have one unique trait. The visual style is like a cel-shaded comic book. It's really effective. I think the humor is like not too silly, but it's definitely there. So yeah, that's Void Bastards.
Speaking.
Where can I play this?
It's on Xbox Game Pass. I know it's
on PC.
I think it's on PC. I think it's $30 if you want to play it on there. It's worth it. But
Like through Steam?
I would
I don't go on
assume so,
Xbox,
guys.
so I'm not an Xbox boy.
I know you're not, but these guys are, and many of them might be. So yeah, especially if you have Game Pass, check it out. Even if you're not a big fan of roguelites or even first-person shooters, because the shooting it's not very demanding. It's more like trying to analyze the environment and think about what tools best to use in order to like progress. So yeah, been having a good time with that. What about you guys? What you been up to?
So I've been playing Rise of the Tomb Raider. Just kind of.
Another Game Pass game, right?
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. That one, and I decided to play it just because Shadow of the Tomb Raider is on the Game Pass as well. So
okay.
I already owned Rise, and all the DLC. So I was like, let me just play it and beat it, so I could move on to Shadow and
You beat
finish
it already?
So I haven't beat it already. I'm right now doing the Baba Yaga, but that's the plan.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm doing the DLC.
Baba Yaga.
The Baba Yaga
Old
DLC.
lady.
What is a
In,
Baba Yaga?
Baba Yaga is
that Polish or Russian?
A Russian.
Russian, yeah.
Like-
Did you say, I overheard you guys talking about, like, I'm doing the hallucinations right now, and I was like,
Yeah,
wow.
like, you-
I was doing that last weekend.
You get infected by these spores and you start hallucinating for like the first portion of that DLC mission.
Is it like when you hallucinate in Batman, like one of the Arkham Asylum games, the Scarecrow?
Yeah.
Is it different? Or is
Oh.
it kind of like...
Just as similar as that, yep.
That's pretty cool.
I was gonna say, is it like Far Cry? Because that's what it reminded me of.
Yep.
Like
No.
Far Cry, every game, mandatory drug trip sequence. Just
It could, so I don't really mess with the Far Cry games like that, but definitely like Batman. Yep, like that sequence with the Scarecrow.
I don't really mess with hallucinogens, but
The
I
same
get
here.
what you mean.
You're missing out, man.
they're getting better and better because I've maybe dabbled. And as far as representing them on screen, like some of them are impressive. Far Cry 4, I think, did it best.
Okay.
I still gotta play through those. I know the one in 3 went pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You're just like, my tattoos are growing. Oh, man. And the guy's like, we're in the Jeep. And you're like, I'm driving.
Yeah, that was some cool shit.
Do you think the people that
They overdid it in 5, though. I just want to get
No,
that
Do you
in.
think the people that make the hallucination effects have actually tried hallucinogens? Do you think that's like a requirement for people that
They probably
make
just
those
go and
effects?
I don't
search.
think it's a
They're just
requirement,
like,
but I think it's,
I mean, I feel like it should be. I feel like you probably need to
Have field
experience
experience.
it in order to design
Right.
what it's actually like.
I don't know. I feel like that'd be against some type of law to expect somebody to go do some drugs so they
Yeah.
could.
all right, team, we're going to go out today. We're going to do some field research. I'm going to have you eat about a quarter of these. Don't eat the whole thing.
Some
But, we're
peyotes.
going to go in the woods for about 7 hours and see what happens.
You know that there's been some game developer teams that have done that. Like,
Sonic
we're gonna
Adventure.
Go get some inspiration out in the woods. And
I hope so.
That game studio is most likely is debunked and gone.
We got to do some of those. We got to have some drinking things.
some drinking
It's
things.
true.
Drinking things.
Drinking
Drinking
thinks.
things.
Yep.
I thought that was gonna be a new segment. Drinking thinks.
I like that. I can do that. I drink and think about a lot of stuff. None of it good or relevant, but I mean,
We
we can
could
go.
we could do a drink and think on how you guys can beat me in MK.
I've never even played.
Oh, I'm just wait, Kenny. Just wait.
You'll
It's
catch
hap-
up.
It's gonna happen.
I'd put down MK because I'm not afraid of Wiley.
Okay.
I haven't touched it in like 10 days. I want to say. I think I'm running the calendar on it now.
Okay, well. Speaking of MK, we'll get to some exciting MK news soon. But before we get there, Anthony, you've been playing some Pokemon.
I've been playing Pokemon Ultra Moon again. I picked it up. This is probably for the 4th time. I haven't got very far, but I want to beat it before Sword and Shield comes out.
So that was a game where they kind of mixed up the formula of the badges, right?
Yeah, they use it's like UFE Trials now, so you go and you fight like a totem Pokemon for each area. I think there's like 16 or something, like Z stones, Z crystals is what you get now instead of badges. So you go to like 4 or 5 different islands. You do like several trials while you're there, all getting different Z crystals, and then you fight the Grand Kahuna for each island afterwards.
Is that like a single boss Pokemon?
Yep, like Totem's just like a single boss Pokemon, so you fight like a bunch of those throughout your
Trying
journey.
to kill it or knock it out or catch it?
Yeah, you have to like knock it out,
Okay.
and you can't catch any Pokemon in the area until you like clear that trial. So until you beat that Totem Pokemon and it's over, then you can go back and catch Pokemon in the area. It's neat, but I mean, you can catch it all the way up until like they clearly let you know when you're gonna start one. So it's like, oh hey, get ready for the trial, and it's like, okay, you start it off, and then you go, you beat up the guy, and then it's just like pretty much a buffed version of like one of the most evolved Pokemon from that area.
So I'm gonna skip some stuff around right now. Did you catch the Pokemon conference, or did you read
I
about
did.
the news? You did.
I did, and I laughed.
It was so wacky.
I laughed. It was
Pokemon
very silly.
Sleep.
So you're the biggest Pokemon fan out of all of us.
I mean,
Oh,
I
full.
like Pokemon too, kind of.
Tyler actually
do-
beat Sun before me. You
I
beat
do
Sun in
too.
like a week or
Dude, I
something.
grind through those
Yeah,
guys
you-
so
I feel
fast.
like he plays Go.
Yeah, still
Huh?
level
Yeah,
30.
True. I don't do that anymore.
Actually, I wonder if
Yeah,
there's a
stop playing
Snorlax
Go.
event
My
going
son
on right
plays-
now, and there's a
my
bunch
son
of them
plays
around
Go
here.
every
All
once
right.
in a while.
But I like all the
You're-
mainline Pokemon games.
You guys are tied. Is that okay?
Wow.
I mean, I'm not arguing. I'll give him the title. I'm just saying.
I
I was like,
I also
We
like
can all
it
be
too.
Pokemon Masters.
All right. So anyway, so what did you think? Did any of those
don't
announcements
sleep
excite
on this
you?
conference.
Yeah, I was like, I would fall asleep. It was so funny. I thought the best part about that whole conference was that the translator who was doing the English portion of it, when the guy announced Pokemon Sleep, he's like, and we have another announcement. And the guy, said his intro in Japanese. And then right after he finished, right before the English guy went on, you just heard him go, and Pokemon Sleep, we're announcing for like 2019 or something. He started laughing. And I was like, oh my God.
They show how many steps everyone's taking, and then it goes back to 0. And it's like sleeping with a little
Yeah,
device
literally.
next to the pillow.
It's just like the visual they show you is just some lady sleeping all nice and calm without like moving her arms or anything, just singular, like static, and with just a little like Pokeball that looks like one of those little push nightlight things right next to her bed. And the first thing that came to my mind is like, I don't sleep that quiet. I don't sleep that calm. I'm always all moving all over the place. This
I
thing's
wonder
gonna
if you
fall
could
off the
just put
bed.
it on your nightstand. I don't know.
I hope you can. They said something about like it measuring. It's probably just gonna measure some like either your breathing or vibrations
You're
or something.
snoring.
Yeah, I guess however Fitbit does it.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, I know. So there was that. There was Pokemon Go Plus Plus. Was that?
Go
that's
Plus?
Yeah, the
Plus.
Go Plus Plus. That was fun. Yeah, the guy laughed at that too, which I thought was great. And that's just like an add-on that's gonna be. Actually, I don't really like remember like a lot about it because I just saw it and was like, oh, okay, that's plus plus. I get it.
It's like just an upgrade to the.
I think it's just like a-
upgraded technology of the Pokemon Go Plus.
Yeah,
Which is what?
it's
Which
like
was
It's
Pokeball?
the sleep
The
thing,
Pokeball.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not the sleep thing. It was the Pokeball. They have the Bluetooth Pokeball.
it kind of looks like a Google
That-
Pin.
Well, yeah, so that's the thing that they showed in the sleep ad.
Yeah, it's like the pedometer, and then they have I think the plus. Yeah, the plus plus is that stupid little nightlight looking thing that like measures your sleep.
Yeah.
So is there a separate Pokeball for sleep and for Plus Plus? Okay, so they're two different Pokeballs.
Well, I think you
Gotcha.
can probably use them for both. I think
Probably.
the plus plus you can probably use for both.
That's
Oh,
true.
okay.
Yeah, it'll just
Okay.
be a little bit like bigger. You can carry it
Gotcha.
on like a bag or something.
Yeah.
And the best part of that conference though was the little music every single time they introduce somebody new.
Every new intro, the music. It was like,
I was like at 7:30 in the morning watching this. And
Yeah,
I was
same.
like-
I know. I was at work. I was like, oh, it's on.
I was like, what is going on with this music?
Drinking my coffee, waking up, everybody on the stage was like, thank you for having us at the conference. We are the only two English-speaking people here. Thank you very much.
It was kind of fun seeing such a Japanese conference.
It was very wacky.
Yeah, it was wacky and also buttoned up and businesslike at times, and it just you really saw a different culture than you get from like a U.S. Nintendo Direct. I thought.
Oh, yeah. I miss the Reggie, though. They don't have the Reggie Spice anymore. He's like, thank you for coming to our conference. Now, I would like to show you what new Pokemon games will be releasing on your Nintendo 3DS systems this fall. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to playing my Animal Crossing New Leaf game on my 3DS.
I definitely misread you too. Hopefully we'll get a glimpse at Doug Bowser for Nintendo's
Bowser.
Bowser's 3D Land.
E3 showing. So yeah, I thought the cool thing about the Pokemon conference was Pokemon Home, which is kind of a one-stop shop to look at all your Pokemon Go / 3DS / the upcoming.
Oh, yeah, that
Sword
did
and
look pretty
Shields.
interesting. It's just kind of like the conglomeration of everything.
Yeah, it's like your Pokedex, but in a more.
I think it's just the Pokemon Bank.
Yeah.
on steroids.
Right.
It's
exactly.
it's the next it's the necessary next step, I think, with
Exactly.
all the games out there and the different versions we have going back plus going forward, which is cool.
So it's pretty cool. But I feel like
I never even heard of the bank.
Really?
I heard of it after this.
What is it
you
like?
don't
It's like a
have to-
hassle.
it's $5 a year.
You have to pay
right?
for it.
Oh, that's-
You have to pay for it yearly. I mean, it's not. It's like $5 a year. I did it because I had a whole bunch of old like DS games I wanted to
Oh,
put
the same
Pokemon in to
here.
bring them over. So you have to pay for it. It's an app you download from the eShop on 3DS. They store all your Pokemon, and I think there was one limitation that was really weird. I think you can only take out like a certain. I don't know, it's a certain number or something. But there was one really weird limitation. I'm forgetting.
Yes, there was. But
It was dumb.
That's all right.
no, it was the crap. It was so it had to do with being like certain games. Like you had to with certain games you had to do certain things.
Yeah. Yeah. That was like the process of coming in. You could only put them in there if you had. It was like you had to go through stupid mini games to play. Like Black
Yep.
and White had one of those where you had to sling Pokeballs at your guys in like a little park, and that's the only way you could bring them over, which was dumb.
Yep.
But it was
All right.
interesting. That mobile game's coming out looking pretty good too. That it's like Pokemon Champion or something like
Masters?
that. Masters, Pokemon
Oh wow,
Masters.
there really was a lot of shit in this conference.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, they ended on that, and that was probably what I was most excited for because it looks just like.
No, they ended with the shirts.
Oh, they did end it with the shirts.
Oh, right,
Those
the
looked
shirts.
good.
Pokemon shirts. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so the shirts are like customizable Pokemon 1 through 50, where you get to kind of
Nice, dressy.
Yeah.
As you can tell,
They
I
did.
can't
They
wait to
did.
wear
They
mine.
did. They did announce that it's gonna be accessible to us in the U.S. So
Yeah,
I
so
can't
that's-
wait. I'm gonna order like 15 of them.
That's all I was thinking. At the wedding I went to this weekend, that's all I was thinking about. I was like, why couldn't I have Pokemon shirts? They look cool.
Did they say how much they cost?
It was probably going to be up there.
Oh yeah, probably
It-
like
it's-
$50 a shirt.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
at least
I'm gonna
just
get
for
one
shipping.
For a customized shirt with decent materials, I could go for 50. But
I'm
not
gonna get
much
one
above
with
that.
like Lickitung all over the
Oh,
place.
yeah.
Yeah, right. Just some really obscure one, like
Lickitung and Snorlax.
Sandshrew.
Oh yeah, Sandshrew. Yes, it's some Sandshrew Sandslash.
Sandshrews a good one.
Ditto.
I probably got Gengar.
I
love Gengar.
I was gonna think Hunter, Gengar.
Yes.
Would be cool.
That would
The
be cool.
go-tos.
I always liked Zapdos.
I would have got a Dratini.
Ooh yeah.
Trying to think what other good. good
Metapod.
ones are
I
there.
get a Metapod one.
Ooh, I get Metapod boxers.
I'm
You know what
getting
saying?
hardened.
Hey baby, I can perform.
There you go.
Kakuda's pretty cool too.
Yeah. Beedrill.
So Tyler, you want to mention Binding of Isaac?
Yeah, I've been playing Binding of Isaac. I've
Maybe
beaten
you've
like
heard of it.
I've been playing a couple hours, beat like 4 runs. I played on the PC a while back. Now I'm playing on PS4.
It's like a roguelike in a way where you go through as many floors as you can, and then you either beat it and you can unlock something, or you die and you just still unlock whatever your progress was.
So you, go ahead.
Well, I mean, your progress gets reset every time you die. I mean, you go through it, and the first time that you beat it, then you can unlock other bosses further down the line. I think if you play a certain way, there's other bosses that you can fight.
So the way that it has progression, though, is you unlock the ability for items to appear in the game, which can,
Yeah, for items to appear, you unlock new characters for doing certain tasks in the
Right.
game. And then each character has different like starting statistics, hearts, speed, and attack.
And can't you pick up like certain hearts? Like there's different colors, like black hearts or
Yeah,
regular
so
hearts.
the different colored hearts, black hearts, the evil hearts. And when you lose an evil heart, then everything on the screen gets hurt or killed.
What's a guppy? Because I know those are items, and I like that name.
Guppy.
You get like the guppy item. It's like the little guppies that'll look like a little guy that follows you around.
Well, yeah, there's a bunch of like little like ally items and characters that you can get. Like one of the best ones is like it starts off as like a licky thing. It's like a little like pink orb that follows you around, and then like depending if you get lucky, then you can find. You have to upgrade it 3 times, and on the 3rd time, that turns into like a little guy that just chases around the enemies and like does crazy amounts of damage to
Pretty
them.
cool.
And
I want to pick
Yeah.
that up for the Switch.
it would be a phenomenal Switch game. It's
I think it is. I think it is on the Switch.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is on Switch.
Yeah.
I
wanna pick it up
I
for
just
it.
haven't played it on Switch, but like having that portable would be great.
Oh man, I would never get off the toilet. Be stuck on those runs forever.
Yeah, you're making me want to go back and play it. It really makes you feel like there is a lot of luck involved. I feel like, but
Oh, yeah,
it's
for
just
sure.
so satisfying when you have a good run. You're like, oh my god, this is perfect. There's no way I can
So
die.
I had a run last night, either sometime yesterday, where I felt just so overpowered, and I finished the run with probably like 99 coins, so like the max amount of coins you can get.
Damn, I never had
as
close
well as
to
like
that.
50 keys.
Wow.
And I just had like so much power. I had like a flying ability, which flying is huge. in
Oh, you
the
can go
game
over,
'cause
like,
you
the
can
gaps
go
or
over
whatever.
gaps, you can sit on top of rocks and like spectral tears.
I
So
don't
you
even
can
think I've
shoot
ever
through things.
flown.
Oh, wow.
And,
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's nuts.
Check this out. I know it's pretty cheap too. It's like I think $40 maybe on the Switch or something, maybe even cheaper.
Oh,
Way
yeah,
cheaper than
yeah,
that
no,
on,
it's
on
way cheaper than
consoles.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like that.
I think
it's
it might
probably
be.
like 20 at most, probably.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Word. So it is time now for us to transition into.
Where the hell is that coming from?
All right. Yes, it's cruising for a newsin'. And first off, this week we got Call of Duty's Modern Warfare revealed. It happened, about a week ago now. So a little bit old news at this point, but just wanted to go over what you guys thought. Did you get a chance to check out anything about it?
I hate Call of Duty, so.
Oh, you're one of those. You're one of those.
I don't know. I might get back into this one because I was a champion at Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original.
The original. So Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Yep.
Well, that was cool with like the green tint and the guy in the front was just like, "Urgh."
Can we mute him?
I mean,
He called
I
himself
was-
a champion. Like
I was a champion. I was nasty at that game.
For
My-
360.
Yep.
That's how my brother Red Ring 3
My,
of our
my
Xboxes
KD
back
ratio
in.
was so good. I was probably in like the top 100 KD ratio.
Bullshit.
Dude,
Ooh, it's getting spicy.
He is exaggerating. I said
Yes.
mute him.
There are
You
millions
mute
and
him.
millions
Ooh,
of players.
I wanna see
Top
this.
100. I mean, if you look it up somehow, and
yeah, historical records.
I'm gonna bring back the stats.
they probably do.
The Wayback Machine.
Anyway, so looks like they're actually having a campaign this time around, which was missing from Black Ops 4, and they're kind of got a couple ex-Naughty Dog dudes working on it. So yeah, I did take a little bit of snippet of stuff here. It's releasing on October 25th. Reimagining of the... No, that's not true. It's a reimagining of the franchise. Chief among them is multiplayer front. Will allow cross-play with PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So
That's a big deal.
That's
a
pretty
big
cool.
deal. For Call of Duty, we've only seen it with sort of these free-to-play games so far. So,
Like Dauntless.
like Dauntless, like Rocket League, and like Fortnite. And I think
It's
that's
always been if the free-to-play games can do it, why can't any of these
Yeah, seriously.
bigger AAA games
yeah. And
do it?
Sony has this partnership with Activision, so they get like the first stuff on Destiny and Call of Duty. They've been doing that for a while, so I think that's part of why they've been hesitant. But the tides are turning, man, and so yeah, that's pretty cool. Why do you hate Call of Duty?
I just do. I don't know.
I feel you. There's a big like stigma behind it. It's like I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big first-person shooter guy to begin with, unless it's like multiplayer Halo with friends or Borderlands, like an RPG shooter. But that's just
Overwatch.
how I like. Or Overwatch. Yeah, I do like Overwatch a lot.
You know what it is? I feel like I play any Call of Duty and I just hate. I don't care about KD ratios.
I think it's the
And I
style
hate
too.
playing with people, right? Who just they're like, oh, what's your KD ratio? I'm like, it's fucking like -3. Like I don't care what it is. And I'll play it. You get me onto Call of Duty, I'll play like a kill confirmed. Because it's team based. You know, we gotta confirm fucking kills. All right, I'm all about it. I don't care about my KD.
Okay, so you've had some toxicity in the
Yeah.
chats.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest thing.
I'm
Like,
done. I'm done hearing people
So I
fucking my
haven't-
mom. Like,
Toxicity.
Yeah, you do. You love talking shit.
I don't even understand how Kenny, of all people, doesn't like toxicity in chats. He's like, talks so much shit to everybody.
I want to see a session
Wow.
where you guys just go fucking nuts
Wow.
on people. Like you play Rocket League and you play MK against people and just go fucking wild.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest. I've played the campaigns, most of them. I dabble in the multiplayer a little bit, but I'm definitely not. I've never been like, the guy grinding out the prestige or whatever you call it. But from what I've seen of this, kind of a gritty. They got a new engine going for this that's supposedly pretty amazing. Of course, they're hyping it up, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I think it's smart that they're rebooting it. Instead of calling it Modern Warfare 4, kind of gives people that have fallen off more of an incentive. They're like, oh, I don't have to know the story. I don't have to, have played 3 or anything like that.
there's a story.
There's a story. There's a pretty good story, dude.
There's a campaign.
I might have to check
You
it
play a
out.
guy called Soap. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
His name is Soap.
Captain Price is back. who's a big character from the Modern Warfare series.
That's good to
I
know.
don't think they've like confirmed whether it happens in the same universe or if it's a new universe. I was a little bit blurry on that, so apologies for not being
It would be for
as
film.
informed
Versed
as
in
I
your
could
Call
be.
of Duty lore.
All right, next up we had a big Death Stranding release date, or trailer, and surprise release date of
Wow.
November 8th. What did you guys think of this trailer?
I didn't see it.
Mind fucking blown. I was so confused and excited. And
Dude, I
like,
loved it.
yeah, the
it.
same
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I was like,
Looks
what the
so
fuck am
pretty.
I watching? Like, this needs to be a movie.
It
Doesn't
probably
it?
will be on par with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they were giving Kojima free reign to do whatever the hell he wants.
And Metal Gear Solid 4 was already pretty much a movie.
Exactly. Yeah. I
so,
mean,
so honestly, I got extremely excited about
yeah.
it.
So
Did they talk into the babies?
there was a lot of babies, and
he
they called them
fucking
bridge babies.
Plugged into the baby, and then it would like make like a sonar thing. Like,
It looks crazy. From the one trailer I saw a long time ago when they first announced it, but
So we got some more like story details. It looks
Yeah.
like it's gonna be somewhat about trying to rebuild America. That was the first time we'd learned any sort of political aspect to the game. But that's super vague. Who knows what the fuck that really means? But yeah, I was just excited by the tone. I really liked the theme song that was kind of playing throughout it.
Oh, yep.
It had a cool vibe to it. Norman Reedus, Mads Mikkelsen, who else? Troy Baker. So it's got a hell of a cast.
even
Guillermo
Guillermo
del
del Toro,
Toro,
he's
yeah.
in
Oh.
there.
That was pretty dope.
No.
So yeah, I mean, nobody expected it to come out this year. That's so, especially before The Last of Us 2. It's going to be Sony's big first party exclusive. I'm super stoked for it.
I'm saying right now, if they fucking decide to drop a special PS4 Pro for this game, I'm buying it.
they probably will.
I
Depending on
will
how big it
push
is.
my PS4 right now until November.
Oh, okay, because you're on the last.
I'm
legs
on
with
the
your
last
PS4.
legs of my launch PS4, so I
Gotcha.
will
Wow.
push it until then.
Isn't it yelling at you now? It's like sputtering. putting
It's
out smoke,
fucking. It's spitting out CD
crying,
discs.
leaking.
Andy, what if I told you that they're putting a Days of Play special edition one on sale?
I know they have it
for
300
like
bucks.
$350. I think it's $349. But
So the PS4 Pro regular is $349, but a $300 slim
State of Play,
a state of play, $299,
okay. Well,
and it's a nice black steel color.
Well, you got those two systems now. You can just trade one in.
Fuck it, Tyler. Maybe.
Do it. I did. That's how I got a free fight stick.
Right.
I traded a broken Xbox 360 into GameStop, and they're like, "All right, here's a $100 credit," and I bought a fight stick.
Shit.
Still
Don't tell
work?
anybody.
still work
Oh yeah.
for PS4?
No, it was for it was a broken Xbox 360. I traded in for like a fight stick.
Oh, for 360 fight stick.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's when I was super into trying to be really good at fighting games with a fight stick, and then I gave up on that.
Word. I was watching some of Combo Breaker, and about, I don't know, half of them use a fight stick, but most of them are sticking with PS4 controllers.
It's pretty much whatever you're comfortable with too. People just like to do that to, that's because I guess they're used to it, or some people
You can
just
press
like, well, I
buttons
have to do it.
faster.
Yeah, I think way faster. Like at least I'm more comfortable with the controller, but you can just be like,
Yeah. So then moving on, we got some more news from old Philly Spence over at Xbox that it's coming to PC. We all expected this. Xbox Game Pass, that is. Here's a little quote from him. And just as we committed on the console, it is our intent to include new games from Xbox Game Studios in Xbox Game Pass for PC the same day as their global release, including titles from newly acquired studios like Obsidian and In Exile. Spencer said, "We're working with over 75 developers and publishers to bring PC content to the service and will ensure the library remains curated and full of great PC titles across a variety of genres, with new games added every month. Pricing and more details to be revealed on May 9th. That last part wasn't part of the quote. So, anybody care? Anybody have thoughts?
Wait a second. May 9th? Did it mean June 9th?
Oh, I did mean June 9th. Sorry.
Okay, June 9th.
Thanks for the correction.
Wait, so how much is Game Pass now?
$10
Ooh.
a month.
I think.
So I could get Game Pass on my PC
Yes.
Potentially.
and download
Void Bastards.
Void Bastards.
So it'll be a separate library, I assume. But I would imagine, but probably, yeah. I don't think you'll be able to play like everything like the Halo Master Chief. Well, that is coming to PC. That is on PC.
Yeah, it is.
There'll be some examples like that maybe it's not, but you're right. I think the majority.
Like some of the backwards compatible.
that's
a
for
lot
sure.
of them. I mean,
Big.
Microsoft's a big PC like company, so I don't think.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely gonna be a ton of crossover.
I say they bring it up to like $12.99, $15.99 on the PC, something like that, just to include maybe Xbox Live, maybe even
Well, I disagree, but we'll see. I think it'll stay at $9.99.
If they say pricing and more details to be revealed, I'm definitely going they're upping it to $14.99.
Fair enough. I think what that more means is that they're gonna have it be $9.99 for PC, and maybe if you want it for Xbox and PC, it'll be $14.99 or something like that. That's just my guess. Although
Maybe.
I think what they'll do is just make it, if you have it,
You have it.
If you have it, you have it, and you can get it on
Both.
on all systems. Because I mean they're planning on bringing it to, I think, everything eventually. That's where I think they want to be on phones with the cloud. Stuff that they're going to be talking about soon.
Xbox Game Pass on PlayStation 4.
That's the only place where it won't be.
I'm still waiting for that single, that exclusive that gets me to hook my Xbox back up and update it.
Gears 5.
I don't keep big Gears guy either.
Where,
I wish. I'm bad.
I mean, me and Kenny are big proponents of Game Pass, but I
Yes.
guess if there's nothing on there that's scratching that itch for you, then I understand.
Well, you definitely got to check it out because I'd say State of Decay is a 2 is a great game.
I have wanted to check that one out for a long time.
It's
I have
great
seen
and
it.
it's online multiplayer. So like if you've got it, you wanted to play it, I'd be able to hop in your world.
That's true.
Kill some fucking zombies.
Knowing that
save
you
some
guys
people.
also play Xbox now too is a bigger, because before I didn't really have anybody to play with, so I had no reason to really hook it up. Or
We could build a blanket fort.
it's true. We can build a pillow for. We can go and scream,
beat
and then we
that
can stay
game?
up past
Well,
11.
no, I didn't. Did you?
No, I got I played it probably close to 20 hours, but then it just got too repetitive, and good game that had lots of potential that just needed a little bit more, I don't know, production value / story for me.
Yeah, I get
But
you.
fun.
It was fun.
So moving on, this is big news for Sir
Me.
Kenny and I. Mortal Kombat DLC Fighter Pack 1 revealed. And we got, via Polygon, Mortal Kombat 11's first batch of add-on fighters will bring Shang Tsung, Nightwolf, Sindel, Todd McFarlane, Spawn, and that's all we got for sure. They said 2 more coming soon. So what do we think about? We got a extended look at Shang Tsung. Whose phone is that? Who the
That's
fuck is-
mine.
Yeah.
You want to silence that?
Go get it.
Professional could you be?
Oh my
Give us,
god.
guys. We're gonna edit this out in post, or maybe we won't.
We should just keep it in. It's fine.
It's fine. So anyway,
It comes with a bunch of bloopers, a bunch of goofs, gaffs.
This is real life.
This is real. This is real gaming news. We're hitting you hard. This is
like-
real
raw, uncut podcast.
emotion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I should probably buy a Mortal Kombat.
All right, he's back, ready to talk some MK action. So what do you think of that Shang Tsung?
He looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, I think that's the consensus.
I can't wait to get him so I could beat Wiley with him. But I'm excited. I'm extremely excited. I got so fucking excited when he started switching, when he started turning into like Rain and Ermac and Shadow.
So what's
And
the
Smoke,
deal?
I mean.
I kind of forget his backstory because he's like, sort of the.
Isn't Shang Tsung like the bad guy?
King Kahuna, right?
So he absorbs souls, and so that gives him the ability as a sorcerer and absorbing souls to shapeshift and use other people's abilities.
So I wonder how that'll work. You think it'll be like he'll have one input command, and then you'll hit like down to switch to Scorpion and right to switch to Ermac, or left.
I think it'll actually be like a move, like one of the special moves.
They'll probably take
So
special
depending
moves
on
from...
the input, he'll
You think
do
it'll have
a
all
move.
different moves, like a
I don't
different
think-
move for each character.
I think it'll have a slightly different move for each, because I think he'll transform into Rain, Ermac, and Smoke only with input commands. He'll do the animation for Noob Saibot, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion in his Fatal Blow, right? Because we already seen that, but we won't see him turn into them during regular combat. No, I don't see it. And he'll be able to, absorb the soul of his opponent, so he could use their abilities for 5 seconds that it seemed like in the trailer.
Do you think it'll be their full move set?
I believe so.
Wow.
Yeah, me and see how they do the mechanics of that character.
So I believe it'll be the full move set for 5 seconds, and He just looks nasty.
Yeah, he looks cool.
Yeah, and the fact that the character design is the movie Shang Tsung is what had me more.
Is
like,
he the voice actor?
No, it's not. I don't think it's the voice actor. I think we got to do some research into that. But
Yeah.
right at the end of the trailer, when he looked at the camera, and was like, "Your soul is mine," and I was like, "Fuck, that's the movie."
I got goosebumps.
I instantly wanted to hop on Netflix and see if Mortal Kombat was still
It's
there.
not. I've checked. Yeah, you gotta like rent it for like $4 from somewhere.
I own it on Blu-ray. Fuck
You
it.
baby.
Bring that in next week.
I
That's
got
been
you.
too long.
I got you.
Word. So we also got what? Nightwolf, Sindel. We saw Nightwolf. When was the last time we saw him?
Wow, I can't really say.
Armageddon, I think.
Maybe.
He's the guy with the tomahawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they introduce him, that's when they introduced the bestialities. The
Bestialities, maybe?
Bestialities. Yeah, it's when
Maybe.
when Liu Kang started turning into the dragon.
Word.
I think so.
That's
And,
like MK.
I wish I was more well versed. I'm not more versed
Sindel
in
is whose
MK
wife?
Sindel is Shao Kahn's kidnapped wife.
Okay.
Yeah, because she didn't really marry him by choice, and that's Kitana's mother.
Oh, word. Okay, that's how she's related to another character.
Yep.
And then Spawn. We didn't get a look at any of those.
I called it. I
still
told
got
you
two more
we're
to
getting
reveal.
Spawn.
So maybe on E3 stage we'll get to look at the final two. I don't know, maybe.
I think E3 stage we will
Or
see.
no, I think we'll save that for Evo. That's coming at Evo, which is
Yeah, that'll be a big.
yeah.
They'll at least do one thing at Evo.
I think
Why
E3
not?
we will see Arnold get introduced as one of the additional characters, the Terminator.
I don't know, bro.
I could see that.
I'm telling you,
I'm going for
the leak we read on episode 1, right? That I was talking about is true. Look at the names.
No, it's, I
Word
believe
for
it's
word.
true for sure.
So,
Yeah, I just don't think we'll see it at E3.
Ash from Evil Dead and the Terminator. We'll get those two.
That'll be sweet.
All right.
I like those wacky.
Unless they
third parties.
switched it up and we're gonna get the Master Chief.
No, that would be some shit. Wow.
Doing a fatality with a halo ring.
Just every move is just another shot.
Cortada.
We can
ugh.
tell him with an energy sword.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I can see Arbiter. That would be cool.
Right?
Yeah, that
Arbiter
would be
coming
pretty
in
cool.
and helping him out.
Yeah, but that would be more of an injustice feeling, I feel like.
But didn't they have
Yeah.
no? But they
Or
had
like a Soul
they
Calibur.
actually had Arbiter already in Killer Instinct.
Oh,
did? What?
true.
Really?
They did, because that's
Ah,
Arbiter, Ram from Gears of War, I think Battletoads, the guys from Battletoads.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they had Killer Instinct is a
I played
very
it way back.
very underrated fighting game.
it's fun. It's a
it's
lot of
only
fun.
on Xbox. that's
Exactly.
why.
But didn't you
And-
have to pay for all the characters too separately? Because it was like one of
Yeah,
the
but
phrase?
it's fucking amazing. Once you start playing, it is a great fighter.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun from when I played it. 'Cause I played when the Xbox One first came out, and it was
I'm
like free to
nasty-
download.
I'm nasty
but
in
I
that
wish you
one,
had
too.
more characters to like. If it was a full game, I'd buy it, but I don't want to just.
If
free
you guys
and
want
have,
me
like,
to
one
dust
character.
that one out on the Xbox One, I'm nasty on it. I could crack you guys up there too.
All right,
I'll
I'll
check it out.
Take you up on that. All right, so just another quick little thing here, and then we're going to move on to our predictions. Sonic Mania and Borderlands: The Handsome Collection, this month's PS Plus games. Very good choices. You guys are already downloading Borderlands 2, so you can hop on that with me.
That's a good one.
Get ready for that Borderlands 3 up in September.
Does it have all the DLC?
It
Yeah.
does.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. That's pretty cute.
And the pre-sequel. It's a pretty substantial package. You
It's
get
pretty
it
good,
for free.
especially for free. And Sonic Mania is amazing.
I've been holding off on that for so long.
It's a good call now. That's plus.
Yeah, like
So
I
good.
wanted it on Switch, and I wanted the physical edition because it has like a full booklet
Oh yeah.
and like it's kind of old school like that. But I just never got it. But now I'll just play it on PlayStation because it's free.
It's the way to do it.
And I'll get some trophies along the way. All right. Well, let's go to E3 predictions. We'll end the show like way we usually do. So let's just get right into the predictions, y'all.
Who's starting in predictions?
Let's just go conference. Well, shit, I don't know.
Yeah, let's do
Conference by conference. So
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
so we'll just go in order of the table. So Kenny, why don't you start us off with your EA prediction?
EA prediction for me is the comeback of the NCAA football games.
Okay.
Finally coming back.
I didn't know they had been on hiatus.
It stopped, something to do with players' likenesses and all that mumbo jumbo and good stuff. So
I mean, it did probably. I mean, I'm sure it was money.
Yep, had to do with money.
So
So,
what are they going to do? How are they going to solve it?
I think hopefully they already solved it and they're bringing it back. That's a much asked for game. That game was amazing.
Well, but what I mean though is, are they going to have the likenesses of the players? Probably not.
Probably not.
So
But
they
it's
just
still
have the numbers and
the numbers, and that's it, no names or anything. But you know what player it is.
just
you
get
know.
Key and Peele to write all the names for the characters,
Right?
Yeah. Mouse
Mick
Cop.
Kringleberry.
Hingle McCringleberry.
Oh man, those are good.
But honestly, that game, the NCAA games were great because the recruiting aspect. So you do an online. The last one that they dropped. I did an online franchise with some friends, and imagine trying to recruit players, the same player, like the same 5-star recruit, like that. Three of your buddies are recruiting, and they're talking to them. So you get, if you mess up a dialogue option that they give you, or you mess up the recruiting visit, then you're like, fuck.
That's
I
interesting.
just fell behind recruiting this guy, and I'm about to lose out on him. This running back just went to Oklahoma.
You were big on the Simi stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's interesting.
So what's yours for EA?
Mine for EA is Apex. We get a good amount of Apex Legends time. Season 2 is going to introduce Titans from Titanfall into the map. It's going to be a timed event. There's going to be about, I don't know, they're going to come and go. It's going to be like, this is a Titan week, and then you won't see it for maybe another 6 weeks. And that's just going to be something they can put in, so it's going to keep it more of a live game, sort of like how Fortnite's been doing. And then we're also going to get a tease of Titanfall 3. And no details, just that maybe just a flash of a logo.
Okay.
That'd be pretty cool. I like
What about
Titanfall. I know we talked about it briefly before we started, but is Anthem, is that Bethesda or is that EA?
That is EA.
Okay. I feel like they're probably going to try to work something into that, like something, a little spice, just kind of like what they did with No Man's Sky, even over a long time.
They're gonna announce free to play for that.
Yeah, probably free to play
Oh,
or
wow.
something to put spice back into it to introduce.
That I feel like is the only thing at this point
That'll save
That
it.
could save
that
it, yeah.
can save it. But
It
then
gets
it's
such
also
bad-
gonna. Well, what are they gonna do to the people that paid $60 for it?
Exactly.
They're gonna just give them a bunch of content.
Either they'll probably give them like a starter pack or something, or they'll give them like a bunch of in-game credit if it goes free to play.
Yep.
That's what they just did with the Dissidia NT, because I got Dissidia NT for
And then that went
now
free
it's
to
free
play.
to play, but if you bought it, then you got like a special bonus. But it was really weird. But I think they'll probably end up doing that. I feel like that was definitely a big letdown. I remember I was interested in it, I looked at it, and then as soon as it launched, it was just everybody was just shitting on it.
Yeah.
And the gameplay didn't look that good. It was super repetitive. And why go play that when you can just go back to playing Destiny, which has all this content, this huge player base already.
Yeah.
All right, so Anthem free to play. That's bold. That's bold.
No.
All right, moving on to Ubisoft. What do we got, Kenny? What?
Splinter Cell.
What?
No, I was saying I don't have much to contribute anyway, so
Oh.
keep going.
Where's that cop? Who's talking?
I
So-
already knew that, Tyler.
I didn't. So he was just
Kenny
like
was giving me a look. And I was like,
He's giving the fuck.
I gave him the Arby's look. Like, you got beef? Like he was like,
You're giving him the fuck me eyes. You're
I
like,
thought you
Yeah.
were like, man, it's time to wrap this episode
nah.
up.
So
sick of hearing you guys talk. Go to bed.
So for Ubisoft, I think we're gonna get Splinter Cell announced, even if it's just a logo. That's my big whopper for
nice title screen.
nice title screen.
Big old Metroid 4.
Right.
I feel like
Splinter
they
Cell.
saved Splinter Cell for next gen, but
Well, yeah, I think we just get the big reveal that Splinter Cell's in the works, but it's next gen. But that's the one that they're gonna.
I think they end the conference with that. And
and-
one more thing.
Yep. Boom. Then you seen Sam. What is it, Sam Fisher? Sam Fisher's fucking eye goggles and shit. Like
I would love to see.
Splinter
They'll
Cell.
probably have something like that, like blurring through the logo.
It'll be like an Origins type game, like bring it back to the basics,
Because everything's getting rebooted, so they might as well.
Exactly, they rebooted Assassin's Creed, so that was very it was amazing for Assassin's Creed. So they're gonna just go now with Splinter Cell, go back to the beginning, and
They didn't
take
really
off from there.
reboot Assassin's Creed.
But they went-
totally changed up the gameplay.
Change up the gameplay, and then they went back to just like back in time with their settings, because they were going more modern with the settings.
word, yeah.
And they
okay.
went,
I
they
see what you're
turned back
saying.
the dial on the time.
Yeah, totally. And then they went to ancient Egypt, and
Exactly.
we're like, well, we're going even farther back to like 500 BC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what about you?
So I got, and this is my wildest of them all, but we're gonna get some kind of new platformer,
Ooh,
a new Rayman game,
that'd be cool.
and he's gonna be joined by Diddy and Donkey Kong.
That would be
A
awesome.
Rayman game with Diddy and Donkey
Hell
Kong.
yeah.
That'd be crazy to get the.
Okay.
Does Rare still own Donkey Kong Country?
No, They don't own. Well, they don't. No, they don't own Donkey Kong anymore. That has
No
always
more
been a
Kong.
Nintendo thing that they licensed out to Rare back in the day.
Ooh,
So,
what,
I
if,
mean-
what if we get Mario Rabbids too?
I mean,
what I
that's
was-
more
I was
likely.
just gonna, that was mine.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, that was yours.
Yeah, it was
Sorry.
Mario, that's okay. Mario Rabbids too, but it's gonna be XCOM with Rayman maybe this time.
So we saw there was some Donkey Kong DLC for Rabbids.
was.
So that was my sort of bridge. So Rabbids are from the Rayman universe. We're gonna get jungle. Rayman's kind of got a jungle vibe. Donkey Kong obviously
These
has a
fairies
jungle
are
vibe.
sexy. I love those
I think
fairies.
if you could
You're right.
get those two teamed up in some sort of more like traditional platformer or maybe some sort of spin-off, I think that'd be a real nice fit. I think it would be real cool.
I'd like to play that. That'd be fun.
Yeah. All right, so that's my off-the-wall Ubisoft one. You already just spoiled yours.
Mario Rabbids, or I'd say anything. I got two. I know they already announced it. Like they showed a trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2,
Yeah.
and that's like nowhere near being close to done or close to announced.
Yeah,
It's like a little trailer.
That's just I don't know what the hell's going on in that game.
That's gonna be that's like development hell too. That's same thing in line with like Duke Nukem Forever. The thing's just been in the works for years.
Heavily rumored forever and now just delayed forever. Yeah.
And then probably some I haven't played it, but probably Division 2 DLC. I was
Okay.
want me to guess. They'll definitely say something about that.
Yep. Yep. You don't get a point for that one.
I'm thinking about more of a Wiley's prediction, the Rayman and DK crossover. I think that'd be really cool to even just to like throw Rayman into like some old like classic DK
Oh.
Donkey Kong 64 levels or something like that.
That'd be cool. Or Rayman
Right.
RPG. I want to see them reboot some kind of like Super Mario RPG again, but like
That would be dope.
Rayman RPG, like have Donkey Kong in the Mario RPG.
Dude, I could see that. Rayman, like just instead of a strategy RPG this time, it's more of a traditional.
Has Nintendo ever done like a new RPG aside from Super Mario RPG?
Like, what do you mean? Like turn-based or
Yeah, like a turn-based.
Like a first-party
'cause
one?
Paper
Well,
Mario's
yeah,
kind of like
there's
that.
a-
So.
and
Paper Mario, but
True,
then
true.
And there's the Mario and Luigi ones for GBA.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
those are pretty good. That's like the only first-party ones I can really think of that are like,
But Super Mario RPG was the greatest.
yeah. Oh my god, we gotta play it.
I know.
You got,
Been our
it's the only
to-do
thing.
list.
We gotta
Yep,
play it.
We gotta play it.
Summer's the best time for it. It's fun. It's easy. It's not. It's kind of quick, but
Okay.
it's
It's pretty quick. We could beat it in 6 hours.
Oh, I thought it was like 20 hours.
Is it?
it's pretty long. We went through that one time a while ago,
We'll
but
beat
it's
it in
like
6.
it's decent. We get the Boosters Tower in one night.
Study the speed runs.
The way I play games, I mean, we'll beat it in 6.
Simmer down, Tyler. Simmer down.
All right, so moving on to Microsoft. Kenny, what you got for us?
So I got two. The first one is kind of like an obvious one. I think people kind of forget about it, but we'll finally get actual Cuphead DLC gameplay.
Okay.
So I think that's kind of falling out of people's brains that Cuphead is
That didn't
getting
come out
DLC.
yet?
No. Yeah, that was revealed
But-
last year. Nothing.
Yeah,
They're gonna remind us with the gameplay at E3, and
When's it coming out?
I'm guessing it's coming out.
You got to get the month right for this to count as a point.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna call. Can I give you like a time window?
You can give me a quarter. I'm not giving you any less than a month. I mean, any
Quarter
more-
three.
Quarter three.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Quarter three.
Should've
And then the second one I'm bidding my point on with Microsoft is with a Battletoads game.
That would be cool to see. Come
Yeah, I
back.
think that's pretty heavily rumored.
Battletoads game, but I say it's a they're gonna go 2.5D beat 'em up.
I hope it's not like the Turtles in Time remake because that was awful.
Yeah,
the
no.
3D one that was really bad,
No,
or the Double Dragon 3D, which is awful.
no, they're going 2.5D, and they're gonna do it well. I think they might actually. I think they're gonna do it, and they're gonna have the studio behind Cuphead handle it.
That'd be cool.
Whoa.
Like a collaboration between them and Rare. Like
It'd be, it'd be
That would
interesting.
cool. That would be
So-
cool.
I'd like to see them do like a Scott Pilgrim style, like that kind of like sprite-based 2D.
Yeah.
For like
I
high-
think it'll be a collab
high-def
between
sprite.
that studio and Rare, since Microsoft owns both studios. So that's mine for Microsoft. What about you?
All right, from Microsoft, I got. I'm just gonna skip the Halo Infinite being revealed because I think that.
No point there.
Yeah, that's gonna, no, it's gonna happen. That's just obvious.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Captain Obvious. So my other one is we're gonna get either Doug Bowser or somebody from Nintendo on Microsoft stage announcing Xbox or co-announcing with Phil Spencer Xbox Game Pass for Switch.
Okay.
And what it's gonna be is sort of just a curated lineup of games that's, well, no shit. But what it's gonna, I don't know. Now I'm doubting myself. Is
Just
it
like
gonna,
access
is
to
it gonna be
Xbox games?
Well, obviously it can't run Forza Horizon 4 or something unless it's running off the cloud. So maybe it's announced as something down the road coming in 2020 once whatever the new console gets revealed. This is a long shot. This is my
Maybe even like a virtual console I could see. Like for older games, people who are like, oh, I want a Nintendo system, but it's like, I have an Xbox. I want to play Mario Brothers 3.
Oh, so you're saying Nintendo games on Xbox?
Yeah.
That I don't think will happen. I think it'll just be Xbox games. I think Nintendo is still too prideful. They
don't want to give those rights easily.
And I think Battletoads will be on Switch and on
that'd be pretty cool.
Xbox. So I think they've been showing the love lately with their Minecraft tweets that they did a few months ago. And wasn't it pretty much announced that it was coming to Switch a few months back?
Game Pass?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was heavily teased.
Yeah, so I think that's.
I think they're ironing out the kinks, so I think you're right. They will get the more details on a Game Pass, how Game Pass will work on the Switch.
Word.
What about you, Anthony?
I don't really know what to put down for Microsoft. I put the last Microsoft game that I remember just a long time. I don't even know if Psychonauts was I don't think it was Microsoft. It was on the original Xbox.
It was.
But
it was Double Fine.
Yeah. I was hoping that they were going to maybe announce or one of the developers is going to bring up Psychonauts 2 because I know that's actually in the works, which is cool.
So you think we'll get a showing of it?
I'd love
Maybe.
Yeah. I'd really, really like if they did it.
Well,
Maybe at least
cool.
a little teaser trailer or at least something to kind of know where the progress of it is.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely time. It's been a while.
That was one of my favorite games. I really, I love Psychonauts.
Cool. I think I rented it way back in 2003 or 4 whenever it came out.
Mm-hmm. I did too. I rented it at Blockbuster for the Xbox. I was like, this game is so cool.
Oh, yeah?
It was just super funny. The writing's so unique. The character designs are great. And then I ended up I think I saw it at a GameStop and I bought it.
Cool.
But I recommend playing it. It's good.
Psychonauts still holds up, according to our boy here.
Oh, yeah. Check it out. It's good.
All right. So now we're up to Big Dog Nintendo. What do you think, Big Dog Kenny?
Bark, bark.
So I'm going with 2 with Nintendo.
What are you doing? Going with 2 every single time?
No, not
He's covering all his bases. Red or black, you got to choose. Can't bet on both.
I didn't go with 2 with Ubisoft or EA. Some big ones deserve 2. Microsoft, Nintendo.
Kenny got a Kenny.
So I'm going with we might see some Star Fox, some Star Fox game. Not sure.
Give me specifics, bro.
So with this one, this was a long shot because I feel like Star Fox is a way out from deserving a new game. I think they threw him into that Starlink game and they were like, all right, this appeases Star Fox fans. Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking we just they pull a Metroid Prime on us and just logo us with Star Fox. Okay. And I think we'll also maybe get a logo as well for Detective Pikachu 2 for the Nintendo Switch. I think they're going to, because they already talked about the sequel in the Pokemon press conference, but they didn't give any specifics. I think Nintendo's now going to come out and say it's not coming out for the 3DS. It is coming out for the Switch.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the 3DS kind of isn't dead yet, actually. There's still...
They said third-party titles.
Still dropping third-party titles here and there, because actually on Thursday I'm going to pick up Persona Q2 on the 3DS.
Oh, nice, you are? Yeah. I've been looking at that. I want to play... I want to beat Persona 5 first, because I know that's of course, all the events in it, but that looks really cool. This nice little mystery dungeon, Etrian Odyssey, first-person dungeon crawler.
I'm going to pick up Q2 on Thursday. So, it's kind of like Captain Obvious when I really don't have a good one for Nintendo, so I don't care about not getting a point here. But I think we're gonna get we'll get both logos, a Star Fox logo of some kind.
You can get a point for that.
And maybe I think we'll get the Detective Pikachu 2 Switch, for the Switch.
Word. All right, so mine's a big one.
Ooh.
A little game came out on the launch of the Switch called Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. I think we're going to get a direct sequel to that. I think it's going to use the same map, except for it's going to be maybe there's going to be some cataclysmic event that's going to reshape it enough to make it fun to explore again. They got that incredible physics engine that they need to use at least once more this generation. I know that game development takes longer nowadays, but if you look back to Ocarina, that came out in 98, we got Majora's Mask 2 years later. It's possible. I don't think it's going to come out this year, of course. I mean, that would be megaton. But I think it'll come out next year. We're going to get not Breath of the Wild 2, they'll call it like, I don't know, Song of the Deep. No, that's already a game.
Tree Song.
Anyway, I'm not sure what they'll call it, but I think we're going to get a tease of that. And I think it's going to bring the house down.
Okay.
What about you?
That's a good one. I had that as a little point as well, like Zelda 20 or Zelda 19. But they're definitely
2K20.
2K Zelda 20. More bats, more moblins. I feel like they're definitely going to go into more things for Link's Awakening. The ones that they announced at the last conference. They'll probably go way more into detail with that. And that'll be really cool to see because that's keeping the Game Boy like art style and everything, but with the Switch. Obviously, stuff with like Pokemon 2, Sword and Shield. They're gonna have more stuff for that as well. But
Pokemon Stadium 3.
oh my god, I wish that'd be sweet.
There was a 2.
Yeah, it's good. Actually, I wanted to get a new battery for my game.
3 would be nuts.
That'd be crazy. That'd be weird how they can integrate it. Definitely would be with this, of course, Switch
There's not really a
and
need
3DS.
for it any day now with the games actually look good.
Yeah, it's
know?
the same thing. They would carry over the same like models and everything anyway. But it'd be interesting to see. And then it's like a Nintendo property. I was trying to think. Maybe like actually I want to go like F-Zero. I feel like they would probably do like a little F-Zero thing. I feel like that's been kind of resurgent. So I could definitely see them throwing something like along the lines of Forza Horizon, but maybe not like as high powered as that, but something
Just a racing game of some sort that's not Mario Kart would be neat.
Yep.
Or maybe a new Mario Kart also.
Yeah.
Maybe, although Deluxe has been such a... I feel like they're like, I don't know, why even make a new Mario Kart? But I mean, who knows though?
Yeah.
Who knows?
So which one are we moving on to now?
We're moving on to Square Enix.
Okay. So with Square Enix, I have 2. So with Square, the first one, you know what? My first one, I'm going to leave it for the second. My first one up is Dragon Quest 12. We're going to get Dragon Quest 12 announced. That's the one I'm banking my point on.
Okay, fair enough.
The second one, I know everybody says it's not going to happen, but I think we're going to get the logo reveal of Final Fantasy VIII Remake. And fuck you guys for laughing.
We haven't even finished the first one to make.
I'm holding on hopes. Fuck it.
Hey,
I will
if 7
give
Remake
you
does well,
$200 if that happens, Skinny.
Woo!
oh,
Square,
that's
I'm
binding.
sending you this fucking video the moment it goes up on Wednesday. Make me $200 richer. I don't care if you make up the logo and don't fucking follow through.
Just put it up there, please. I'm begging you. What was the magic system in that one called?
The Junction?
Junctions, yeah.
Yep.
Junction system was cool.
What about you, Wiley?
All right, so mine's a little more plausible than that crazy bullshit. I think we're going to see a Final Fantasy VII demo get announced right from the stage. You can go play it right now. It's available on PS4, Xbox, yada yada.
I'd make a mess in my pants if that was true. That'd be sweet.
So, yep, you're going to be able to play through the infamous thing in the building with the timer.
The
and
bombing
it's
mission,
exploding.
yeah.
So that's
That music. Oh, it's going to be so good.
So, and then we're also going to get a release date for not just 1, but 2, because it's an episodic game. People are like, I think we're going to get, first one's going to be September 2020. The next one's going to be February 2021. There you go. I don't have to, that gives me 3 points if I get all that right.
All right.
No. But, so yeah, that's my big Square Enix prediction. What about you, Anthony?
I hope that they don't do episodic. I know they will, but I really hope that they don't do that.
It's
it's so
stupid.
dumb.
So
I'd rather just take the time, take as much time as you need developing the game, but make it one game. You put in 4 discs again if you have to. I'll buy all 4 discs. Just put them in one package.
Their response to that is, do you mind if we charge you $120?
Yeah, if I can play the full fucking game, sure. I'll probably end up buying it. I mean, I'll definitely end up buying it, but it's like, yeah, I'd rather buy the full thing.
I mean, they've got to charge full price game for each. I can't imagine them doing less. So
Yeah, hey, if I get all 4 discs in one and I get to play Final Fantasy VII again and it's vamped and huge like it was, then yeah, I honestly wouldn't mind paying $120.
Well,
If that's what it means for me to play it, then
you're in the minority, I think. I mean, I know a lot of people would, but it would be.
yeah, it'd be hard. I'd be like, I'd have to sit on it for like a week, but then I know as soon as it would come out, I'd be like, all right, I gotta go get it.
What's your prediction?
My prediction is Dragon Quest Monsters, a new Dragon Quest Monsters game.
Okay.
Whoa. For mobile,
Or Switch.
that'd be awesome.
That'd be cool, because they've done Dragon Quest Monsters 1 and 2 on
Game Boy
DS,
Color.
and then 3DS had a couple we didn't get.
Oh, there were ones on DS?
The Dragon Quest Monsters Joker, and then Joker 2 were on DS, and then the Game Boy Color, of course, had the 1 and 2, and then 3DS had the remake of 1 for the Game Boy, and then they had another one on, I think 3 even came out for the 3DS over in Japan only, and then we didn't get it. But that'd be really cool. I'd like to see them
I'd be
announce
stoked
one of
for
those.
that. Dragon Quest Monsters, one of my all-time favorite
Mhm.
childhood games.
I love it.
All right, so our final conference. Thanks for sticking with us through all these, crazy predictions. It's been fun. But we got Bethesda. What do you think, Kenny?
Kenny,
Kenny, I'm going to limit you to one.
you
here.
have one.
So, Evil Within 3 and Dishonored. Was that one entry or 2? So, Evil Within 3
Okay, I can see that.
and a Dishonored, but not a numbered entry. I think they
Spinoff.
The spinoff, a Dishonored spinoff
For the Vita. That's a good prediction.
They did just update the Vita
Making no
Ooh.
Vita
like
announcements,
2 to
guys.
3 weeks ago.
I have to break my. I miss
A
my
brand
Vita.
new system update to the Vita. Who the fuck knew?
I know. I haven't touched
That
my
just
Vita
happened.
ever.
And
That just
PS3 is
happened.
probably still getting updated. Don't mean shit.
Fuck that, Wiley. But yes, Dishonored spinoff, Evil Within 3, suck it, 2 entries.
All right, so
Which means you get half points if you're right.
Anyway, I don't think either of those will happen, but that's your prediction, and good for you.
I
So
speak
mine's
for the
also-
minorities.
I'm going out there on a limb. I think Todd Howard comes out. What is he? He's like one of the head designers. He's always out there talking his sort of.
He's the new Peter Molyneux.
He's cool and arrogant though, unlike Peter Molyneux, who's sort of like pretentious, and la-di-da. But anyway, so I think they're gonna make Fallout 76. I think they're gonna announce an offline mode, and they're gonna have some single player content in there for people. That's sort of gonna get people on board. I think they're gonna maybe announce a sale. It's on sale now, $19.99, and you can play it with our first single player bit of content. Of course, you're still leveling up your character that you can bring online and play with your friends. But for those people that were felt burnt out, not getting the story that they wanted, they're gonna have a more of a substantial story aspect that maybe it's not gonna be out day of. That'll be pretty pie in the sky, but. Yeah.
I hope it has the same impact as when they put NPCs in Minecraft.
I think they're just gonna announce that Fallout 76 is going into the same POW heap that the ET game is in Arizona somewhere. Like
We've got a new plot of land next to it. We're going to dump all copies.
just dumping all the copies next to it, getting rid of it. They're
I
gonna
hope
ask they're gonna ask people to just delete it digitally so they're never able to download it again.
Just like PT.
Just ask for forgiveness and say,
Where's Saudi?
Bury it in Chernobyl.
Yep.
It's just, you can't go there. There's radiation. You can't go near it. Just like Fallout.
They're gonna just fucking fly over Chernobyl and just drop it like from airdrop.
I hope it has whatever
Call of Duty-
update they do to it. I
Call
hope
of
it has
Duty
this-
Modern Warfare style.
I hope it has the same impact that Minecraft had when they put NPCs in Minecraft that look like Squidward. All those little villager guys. They don't do anything. It's just, oh wow, there's people in the game. And I can't do anything with them. They just go bark, 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 bark. I don't know, whatever noise they make. It's gonna be like, oh wow, cool.
So what about you, Anthony? Bethesda.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a little game called Elder Scrolls 6, maybe.
maybe.
Maybe if they feel like it.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll announce some that, or I think. Oh, is it?
I want you to see I scribbled the fuck out Elder Scrolls on my shit.
Yeah.
Because I told them that I think they already said that it's not going to be there, which shouldn't have been there last year
Tits.
because they got
They ate the logo thing.
They had the logo and they had like a aerial shot of a majestic looking kingdom place.
They
but-
had
Yeah, it kind of looked like the same place from 4. Like the capital or whatever.
Oblivion.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kind of. I mean, maybe.
maybe. I don't know.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But okay, I'm gonna go that, and then maybe another thing for their card game. They have the Elder Scrolls card game,
Oh,
Hearthstone ripoff.
Oh,
Elder Scrolls Legends.
yep.
okay. Elder Scrolls Legends.
Yeah, that shit got buried too in Chernobyl.
Yep.
Ending on a super exciting note.
Woo!
All right.
I love card games.
Listen, I know everybody loves my predictions. You could tweet me, at me, Kemba Nakanic. I don't care. Don't talk to me, Wiley.
Square.
Good
my-
luck spelling that.
My double predictions.
I think honestly
we're gonna get the graphs underneath me right here. That's gonna save my fucking social media tags.
Pie
soon.
charts.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
I think
Soon.
we'd get a Final Fantasy 9 remake before 8. Just to be honest. I think they'd
We're
probably
never
do
gonna
9
eat
before
either.
8.
I think they do 10 before either.
They did already.
They fucking remastered
That's
10
a
like
remaster.
they
And
remastered
on
10
top-
left and right.
No.
They squeezed the titty juice out of 10.
They can't.
So
Una
many
can't, you can't
times.
milk Una anymore. She's not even have that.
No.
Her boobs aren't even that big. You can't
They're
milk her
sagging.
anymore.
All right, man. That's too far.
Can't even milk her.
Apologize to the viewers.
No.
They know what we mean.
They're not that big.
They're tired.
They're
All right,
tired.
all right.
Riku's jailbait. She's young.
Guys, that was our predictions for E3. We'll see what comes to pass. Hopefully we get, 1 or 2 right. So now we're going to end the show with how we always end the show, with some NES homework. And we had, what was it called? It's called Mighty Bomb Jack.
Mighty Butt Boy. Mighty Bomb
I
Jack.
failed my assignment this week. I didn't play.
Oh my god.
I was following
you
Tyler,
look
so I
up the
was
game real
I
quick?
was helping him out. We were busy, and
We're a bunch of slackers on this podcast.
I didn't
So-
play it. I tried to play it before the show, and my Switch is dead.
Okay, so did you play it?
It's a very good top-down open-world RPG. I really like how you get to play as the kid in the green cap, and then when you have full life, you can shoot beams out of your sword. And it's really handy at long
God
distance.
damn it, Anthony. You're 2 weeks late on this shit.
It's a good game. Try it out.
All right, this is a first time for the Level With You show, but I'm going to extend the homework for next week. No picking from the boss this time. We're playing the same game, Mighty Bomb Jackman.
You're just saying that because the vase isn't even down here.
It's over here.
It's under.
Somewhere. But anyway, we had such a jam-packed episode that I think we can do a little repeat next week. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Smash the bell.
Check out Observation.
Check
every
out our
Thursday.
Observation Let's Play coming up every Thursday. Should have said that at the top of the show, but I did mention it. But nobody's perfect.
We can put a little card. Just be like,
Put a little
Look
card.
at the guy, little card
Click
player.
here. Hopefully.
just
Alright.
YouTube works.
Click there.
I doubt it.
Click there. Click my green screen body, and you can go see our Let's Play and my nipples.
All right.
Next time on Level With You Show. Thanks for coming.